50, 45, there goes Davis.
Oh my God!
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow! Oh my God! Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in everyone to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 588. Today is Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. And kid, the Giants are looking for a new football coach. How the hell you doing?
Can't say I'm surprised after, another double digit blown in the fourth quarter at that. So shout out Brian Daboll. I like the guy. I think he's a good offensive play caller, but realistically, he blew a 30-point lead, 33-point, whatever it was. Broncos scored 30-something points in a row in the fourth quarter. Even last year, you had a couple blown games. Now you've blown a game against the Chicago Bears and also putting your franchise quarterback in danger, running him multiple times. I could see why.
With another concussion.
Yeah, so Jackson Dart already, I think, has been ruled out or was taken out of the game 2 games for concussions, and he already been involved in 4 concussion protocols or like checks.
Yeah.
He has a concussion. That's not a good sign.
No.
He had 9 starts, if that? Already had 4 concussion checks. So hopefully Jackson Dart, we saw that I'm gonna just jump into it. We saw reports saying that Jameis Winston will be.
Let's go. He's free. That's the best news I've gotten this football season.
Nah, come on. Just won 2 straight. It gotta be
but still I'm still looking towards the draft. It makes me think maybe Brian Daboll had it out against him. Why? It's not a coincidence. As soon as he gets released, Mike Kafka goes, Jameis, you're starting. Because when when Dart got out, what did Brian Daboll do? You and I would come on the show and be like, why don't you throw Jameis in there? You have nothing to lose at that point. There's no coincidence that Russ is starting. Or Jameis, excuse me.
I'm not going to say it's a coincidence, but I think the Giants realize, okay, we're not the same offense on the field-wise when Russell Wilson is on the field. When Jackson Dart comes in, he makes plays. The ball moves. And I think Jameis Winston gives you more opportunity to move the ball throughout the field than Russell Wilson does.
And even the dogs agree as well. And, you mentioned the whole blowing the games. They were up 37-34 to the Cowboys with 14 seconds left. They lost. They were up 14-3 halfway through the game against the Saints. They lost. They were up 26-8 with 5 minutes to go against Denver. They lost. They were up 20-10 with 3:58 left in the fourth quarter. They lose that game as well. At a certain point, he needed to go. I was actually surprised it was this long because I kept asking you on the pod, Brian, when are we getting to it? I understand, him not. You made the point, I think, last episode. Oh, just let him ride it out. Like, what good does it do at week 11? But from an owner's perspective, you had to cut ties with that, in my opinion. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. Like I said, from this perspective, I understand why he was fired, Dylan. I just think Brian Daboll, to me, he should have just wrote it out. You're going nowhere fast. Might as well just let him finish the season. You're out of playoff contention. You're out of the divisional race. Why not let Brian Daboll finish out the season? Like I said, I like the guy. I think he's a good offensive play caller. But as a head coach, a little shaky.
But he did blow all those leads. And yes, people say, he had Josh Allen and he was a good offensive coordinator. I actually still think that's valid. I think he's a good offensive play caller. I don't think he's meant for a head coaching job. I think 2 things could be true. When you blow all those type of leads and you had your nice shiny toy,
But
and he still lost.
put it like this though, it's hard to disagree with you right now at this moment. But let's not forget, at one point, I think it was 2022, 2021. I think it was 2022. Brian Daboll won Coach of the Year with a 9-7-1 record. Led the Giants to the playoffs. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley won a playoff game in Minneapolis. So, no, in Minnesota. I apologize. So, I understand since then hasn't been good. But we got to at least acknowledge some of the good things he did. He was the offensive play caller that brought up Josh Allen to see what Josh Allen where he's at now. So
maybe they need him.
need him.
Maybe they need him. I want to say this because I think you're being more kind. I'll
fair.
say
I'm being more fair.
Yeah, fair. Okay, that's a better word. They're 2-8. They've won 2 of the last 10 games for the third straight year. They're 11-33 since the start of 2023. Brian Daboll's 20-40 as the Giants head coach. He has a .336 winning percentage. That puts him behind Ben McAdoo.
Yeah, former Giants coach.
I mean, that just can't happen.
No. Like I said, though, it's hard to disagree with you. And like I said, he definitely deserved to get fired. I'm just saying, you're already 2-8. Caesar's already. Why not just ride it out?
I think he just got to a point where it was just like, I just can't do it anymore. And I guess I feel him. Who would you want to see? Because I'm hearing names, people who say Brian Flores. Do they even know about the lawsuit? Like, that's not going to happen. I understand. I think they like this guy, Mike Kafka. He has experience with Patrick Mahomes. He's the interim coach for the rest of the season. If he rides it out and they're feisty and they win some games, he might get the job. I think Lane Kiffin is a very interesting thing. He's already flirted with it. He's won at the highest level. He's won at Ole Miss. He's coached Jackson Dart. He was at the game in New Orleans. He's flirted with the NFL. I think Lane Kiffin is a very interesting take. I heard Steve Spagnuolo's name put around.
That'll be great. Former DC in New York.
Yes, he loves it. But what? And I guess my thing, why leave a great thing?
Because all good things must come to an end.
Yes. Who said that?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
If I'm gonna throw Mike McCarthy's name out there. I think Mike, with the year off, young quarterback, mobile, I'll say Mike McCarthy's an offensive coordinator, offensive play caller as well. So I'll put Mike McCarthy on that list. You threw a hot name out there, so I'm gonna throw another coach's name out there. College coach.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Things are not looking pretty at USC right now.
Yeah, I know.
Hall of Fame head coach.
He does like the Giants system.
He does like the Giants system. You have a young quarterback. You have a true number one receiver and Malik Neighbors. The defense still, that front seven has the potential to be a top 10 front seven in all of football. Just didn't get the right scheme of things. You put Bill Belichick heading that defensive side, you get a good offensive play caller deal. Things could happen in New York. They have the pieces. They just don't have the coaching. You build Bill Belichick there to control that defense. You bring a nice offensive play caller to set off to the future. You might have something brewing.
I would like it if it was a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Put Lane Kiffin. You put Bill Belichick. Oh man, I've heard Mike McCarthy. I don't know how I feel about that. I was kind of wishy-washy on Big Mike. I do think he's a good coach. I just don't know if he wants to go that route. Be very interesting to see what they end up doing. I don't know if they go defense, offense.
The weather over here is much better than Green Bay.
Yeah, but winning is not. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, he got cooked. It's funny how we were talking about it on Sunday, and then that ends up happening. But let's go back. We didn't talk about Sunday Night Football. Steelers wind up losing, tough one to the Chargers, 25-10. We've talked 10 weeks about it's the defense. It's the defense for the Steelers that needs to improve. I mean, Rodgers didn't look good. The offense did not look good. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball. And they really couldn't stop anyone. This was a really good game from Justin Herbert. I thought they ran the ball well. And they could not stop Lad McConkey as well. So, tough loss, especially since, speaking for myself, it seems like the Ravens are back now. You need to get all these games because it's going to come down to the last few weeks when you play them twice in the last 3 weeks. So, yeah, tough one for the Steelers, but the Ravens are on their ass.
Yeah, Dill. I got there with the Chargers, laid the 3. Dill, Justin Herbert, I'm going to say this. He's the real deal. I came around on him. I think Justin Herbert has proven he's a top 10 quarterback. I think the Chargers proved on Sunday night they're for real. I think we all respect Pittsburgh, but that defense has been iffy majority of the season. And for the first time, I can honestly say all season, Aaron Rodgers looked old. He had a bad day. He did have a bad night. I'm not going to hold his feet to the fire. I still like Pittsburgh Steelers' chances still, but I agree with you on one thing. The Baltimore Ravens are knocking on that AFC North door. And the Pittsburgh Steelers better wake up. If not, the Ravens are going to run away with the division deal. Aaron Rodgers had arguably his worst day of the season.
Yeah, he looked old.
Sunday. Jalen Warren ran the ball pretty well, not for nothing, but DK Metcalf, to be honest, that might be one of the worst signings of this offseason. DK Metcalf is averaging less than 40 yards receiving a game.
Yeah.
That's the number one wide receiver, though.
Drop him.
So that's a worry. Roman Wilson, with all due respect, Roman, don't know who you are. No reason why you should be the lead receiver for a Sunday night game.
Hey, but you do get there with Jalen Warren, 15 receiving yards. Let's go.
No. We didn't get there. There was Kenneth Gainwell. So we only got.
Oh.
Yeah, I got there with the Chargers -3. Then I wanted to get that plus money. I was like, I think Gainwell will be involved today, but we didn't get there. But they'll, like I said, not gonna count them off because I still think they're a playoff team. But the Steelers better wake up. Aaron Rodgers better start playing better and getting DK Metcalf more involved sooner than later, because if not, the Ravens will run away with the division.
They need to win the division to make the playoffs, correct?
In the AFC, probably not. I'm gonna say 9 wins. I think with 9 wins, you could get that 7 seed.
So you figure 2 in the AFC East, 1 in the North. This is how I'm figuring it. 1 in the South, and then you have 3 in the West. They need to win the division, in my opinion, because Kansas City's going to figure things out. They are going to make the playoffs. Chargers are going to make the playoffs. Denver might win the division. We're only going to get 1 out of the South, probably going to be the Colts. You got you guys and the Bills. They're probably going to make the playoffs. You need to win the division.
It's going to be tough, though.
Right?
The Ravens have the strength of schedule. They have an easier schedule than the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, do I think Pittsburgh Steelers could win some games they shouldn't? Absolutely. We saw it the week prior against the Indianapolis Colts. They stunned the Colts still. It's just, can Aaron Rodgers play better, and can that defense be consistent? We saw him show up 1 week against the Colts. That's not going to do it enough. We're going to have to see that Steelers defense line it up multiple weeks in a row if you want to win that division.
Yep, we'll see this week against the Bengals. We'll see how they end up doing. Let's go to Monday Night Football.
Bill, you already lost once to the Bengals.
Exactly, and we just got video earlier this week. He's not going to be ready for this week, but they said he's trying to make a pace for Week 14. Watch out, Joe Burrow might come back.
I'm trying to tell you now.
That's crazy. Their season's done. Why come back? But I get it. It's the competitive nature of him.
Well, mathematically, it ain't over yet.
No, mathematically, the Jets are fucking still alive. Mathematically, but don't let us win this week.
Yeah. If Cincinnati, let's just say Cincinnati wins 2 out of 3, and it's Week 14, I'll be like, come back. If you lose 3 straight, just stick it out.
Monday Night Football. this was a stinker. It was a tough watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean,
I ain't gonna hold you. The first half,
0-0. And I understand it was cold out, but man, it was some bad football. I didn't think either team played fantastic. I thought the best person, honestly, was Josh Jacobs. I thought he ran the ball okay. They didn't throw the ball well. I thought Jalen Hurts outplayed Jordan Love. He had that nice touchdown. I think it was like a 36-yarder to Devontae Smith.
that's not saying much.
No, that's not when that's the longest, one of the longest plays. That's tough. Oh no, Saquon had that nice little screen. I think that went a little longer, but Green Bay couldn't do absolutely anything. And that's worrisome when you're home and you have the advantage. So it was a tough watch. I think I'm out on Green Bay. If I'm being honest, I think they're a good team, but we're going to get into our power rankings in a few minutes. I'm out on the Packers.
So, I'm gonna be honest. That was one of the worst games I witnessed since. I'm not gonna lie. That Jets
Thursday night game we went to.
that was a bad. But the Jets Broncos game was bad. You know, the Raiders and Broncos game was bad. But this game right here, when you have two, let's just be honest, two defending champs, and then a team that a lot of people thought were contenders. And after this week, 2 weeks, losing to the Carolina Panthers at home, now losing to the Philadelphia Eagles, which is no shame losing.
It's not, that's not that they lost, it's how they played.
How bad you played back-to-back weeks at home. One against the damn Carolina Panthers. Jordan Love, you know, I like Jordan Love. And he wasn't horrible, but he wasn't good at all. He was not good at all. Like you said, Josh Jacobs played okay. Wasn't that bad. I like seeing Christian Watson back. I think that do add another level to the offense. But I don't know what's going on offensively. The Eagles' defense is pretty damn good. Let's just start there. But I don't know what's going on. Back-to-back weeks, losing at home. Offense is looking shaky. Jordan Love not looking that great. Matt LaFleur needs to wake up. I don't know if it's his play calling, the execution. Is it the guys on the field? I'm not sure. But this offense has to wake up sooner than later. And
I was going to say the play calling the last few weeks have been terrible.
That's my boy LaFleur.
LaFleur. I do it sucks because I do like him and I think he is a good offensive mind, but I think he tries to be a little too smart for his own good sometimes.
Yeah, I think they need to bring it back to basics. So we've seen especially on the defensive side, this is a good defensive Packers team.
Yeah.
If the offense could just be what we think they could be, they're contenders. This is why a lot of people had them to possibly win the AFC North. This is why some people remember when the Micah Parsons trade went down, they were the favorites to win the North, and I think they were the second favorite to win the East.
Yeah. It's crazy because I agree. The defense played well enough to win the game. They stopped them on that crucial fourth down to keep their hopes alive.
First drive of the game when they were marching, that fumble was huge.
Yeah, huge. They need to go and execute and get points. The kicker didn't help. My prop Kapoots, he was terrible as well. They didn't get the hold right. It wasn't really him. They didn't get the hold right. So, yeah, I don't really think it's the defense because I think the defense played well. It's offense.
Offense struggling. So give credit to Philadelphia for winning a sloppy, ugly game. And offensively for Philadelphia, I'm not really too worried about them because this is how the passing game been looking all season long. Not for nothing. They've been winning these nip and tuck games down the stretch. So give credit to Philadelphia. They've been winning these types of games all season long. Am I a little concerned about the passing game? Just a tad, but we also seen Jalen Hurts in the passing game when needed, turn it on. So I think the Philadelphia Eagles still need to figure some things out offensively, but I think they'll be just fine. Definitely a little more worried about the Green Bay Packers.
Couldn't agree more. I think it's more concerning how bad offensively the Packers are because they haven't proven that they could win. I'm not worried about the Eagles because they've proven they could win these nip and tuck games. They're winners. They're champions already. They've won these games. They could close out games. Packers at home, prime time. This is an opportunity to show the world you could close out a game. You couldn't. you're not a good team. And that's really how I feel. And honestly, this is a huge win for Philadelphia because now they come back home Sunday Night Football against the Lions. That's a tough game, and the Lions seem like they're rolling offensively. So we'll see how it goes. Should be a really good game at the Link Sunday Night Football, but
Gonna have
yeah,
implications possibly for the number 1 seed.
yeah, exactly.
Both of them are 1 and 2 right now, tied at 7 and 2.
Yeah, so it's been crazy. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about before we get to our power rankings. I mean, this has been 9 months in the making, but Nico Harrison is fired. 9 months after, trading Luka Doncic. Oh man. And it's crazy how it turned into a kid sitting next to the owner with his Luka jersey, with his Laker Luka jersey on, and said, what happened? Like, why did you guys do it? And apparently the owner came out and said, yo, that's on me. Like, he took full accountability. Not even 12 hours later, you fire your GM for doing that. And don't say, oh, well, he drafted Cooper. That's luck. He drafted Cooper Flag because he got lucky.
I could have drafted Cooper Flag.
Our dogs could have drafted fucking Cooper Flag. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand. No disrespect, but you don't watch college basketball like that, and you knew he was the best player coming out. Mm-hmm. Like, it didn't take a fucking rocket science to draft Cooper Flag. So people saying, oh, well, at least he don't say shit that makes me mad, because that gets me upset. He got lucky, but this was 9 months in the making. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I could make the case Nico should have been fired
that night.
Let's not forget, this is the same Nico that offered Jalen Brunson, who last year led his team to the East.
What else?
Was voted, I think, the most clutch player.
What else?
He averages 30+ points.
What else?
And you offered that man less than, I think, $80 or $70 million.
Pennies on the dollar.
So you let Jalen Brunson, who's arguably a top 5 point guard today, walk for nothing. That's a fireball offense.
There.
The Jalen Brunson today wasn't the Jalen Brunson in Dallas. But we saw the potential when Luka went out and we saw Brunson cook during that playoff run. We saw the potential. Yeah. So, boom, you let Jalen Brunson walk for nothing, right? Okay. And then you turn around and trade arguably the best point guard in the NBA, arguably a top 5 player in the NBA. And I'll be honest, though, Luka is generational. You traded away a generational talent. Somebody who's going to get a statue built right next to Dirk Nowitzki. No doubt in my mind, Luka would have retired at Dallas Mavericks, would have brought a championship or 2 to Dallas, and would have had a statue right next to Dirk Nowitzki. No doubt about it. Nico, you ruined that. A lot of Dallas fans, I don't know the kid's name that sat next to the...
Shout out him.
He is most likely a Dallas Mavericks fan, paid to see your team, right?
Yeah.
But he had the opposite team jersey on because you traded away a generational player in Luka Doncic. So, like you said, though, 9 months coming. We all knew this day was coming. We just didn't know yesterday.
He's cooked now. I don't think he could get a job. Who's going to hire him and they're going to be like, now you're going to trade our best player?
Realistically, would I be shocked if he gets a job? Absolutely not. I would not be shocked if he gets a job, because at the end of the day, some people could justify he did some good things. I'm not one of those people.
No, I'm not either.
But, I wouldn't be shocked if 3 years down the road he's a general manager for some other team. He definitely won't get a job next year, the beginning of this year. But 2-3 years from now, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. No, shout out that kid, man, because and who knows, if he didn't sit next to the owner, he might still be the GM. So, I mean, it took some balls, and it's crazy. You say there's even reports now that AD's hurt, and they're thinking about what they could get for AD. Like, he was the main piece of why you traded Luka. and now you're thinking about trading him. I mean,
back to the Lakers.
I'm gonna take back my take about the Mavericks maybe being a 6 seed. Maybe being a 6 seed because doesn't look good right now for the Mavericks. They're 3-8, and Cooper's been elite. I'll say that Cooper's been great.
I'll be honest. Still, he's still not that guy, right? But he's on his way. I'll give you that, Dill. He looks good. He looks ready. And I'll be honest, though. We saw him the other night against the Milwaukee Bucks. He went toe-to-toe with Giannis.
Yeah.
Bucket down the stretch. So I like what I'm seeing from Cooper Flag. I still think he has some ways to go.
Yeah. He needs to put on some weight, too.
Yeah, he's 19, isn't he?
Let me see. He is.
He's
18. He'll be 19 December 21st.
Wait till the kid's 22. So
he's 18 years old. Yeah. What do you think his numbers are?
Probably like 14, 7 and 2.
Wow, you're so close. 15, 7 and 3.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's elite, bro. For an 18-year-old in the NBA.
Right. That's what you gotta put in perspective. Not just for a rookie, for an 18-year-old. That's pretty damn good. On a bad team.
Mm-hmm. I think Clay's cooked, too. I don't want this to be like an anti-Mav segment, but yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked.
The captain might need to go.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to these power rankings. But before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor. We're brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. It is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives. Whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Thursday Night Football, it doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink, I believe, here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Week 10 power rankings. You're going to be shocked by mine. I'm not going to lie. You're going to be a little shocked by mine. I'm interested to see where you're going, but I will let you start it off with number 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got some outlandish teams. You might have some team that I think is in the bottom 4 in the top 3. Wouldn't be surprised still. You always tend to surprise me. At number 10, I want to start off by saying this team will be not just a little higher, way higher on my list if they just happen to show up in the first quarter in the first half of the game. Still, let's not forget, loyal listeners out there, I know y'all remembered, I picked the Denver Broncos to win the AFC. I told you this is my dark horse to win the Super Bowl. I have some faith in them. I had more faith in them in July than I do right now. Offensively, they worry me. Defensively, it's a top 5 defense. Could they turn it around eventually? I'm eager to see. Give me the Broncos at 10 for now. If they just happen to score multiple times in the first quarter, first half, for a couple weeks in a row, they'll be a top 5 team in my opinion. Till then,
yeah,
they will be one and done if they keep putting up zeros in these first halves of these games.
That's fair. Me, I am going to do a West team as well. Big win on Sunday Night Football. Give me the LA Chargers, 7-3. You know who I thought has been really impressive? Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chargers are 5-1 when Khalil Mack plays and just 2-2 when he's out. He is getting up there. He's 34. When I looked that up, I said, damn, Khalil Mack's only 34 years old, but his presence just changes the way I feel like this defense performs. So, and I think opposing quarterbacks and offense, they have to account for him. They have to chip him. They have to double team him at times. And he makes this defense legit, I feel like. So He has 4 sacks in 6 games, including 1 safety on Sunday night that he just got against the Steelers. So I like the Chargers. I worry about the offensive line a little bit, but I believe in Justin Herbert. I'm a Jim Harbaugh guy, and I think this defense is getting better. Give me the Chargers at 10.
At number 9, I slipped this team down all the way. I still like their chances still, but it's not that they lost. It's how they lost. Give me the Buffalo Bills at number 9. You just lost to the Miami Dolphins. I don't got the score in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it was by like 17 or something like that.
They got clipped.
You got destroyed against a 2-win team. They're 3-7 now. Give credit to Miami. Give credit to Mike McDaniels. They showed up and they showed out. Buffalo, I'm going to be honest. I said it in the trade deadline. I said y'all were one of the biggest losers because you didn't add a wide receiver. And we saw it against Miami. When you needed a big guy to step up, you couldn't. Just couldn't. I still like Buffalo, though, but they might have got exposed against Miami. Miami's not a very good team. Offense looked good. Defense looked good against a very good Buffalo team. I'm a little shaky on them right now. Give me Buffalo at 9.
At number 9 for me, team you just talked about, Denver Broncos, 8-2. Yeah, they beat the Raiders, but who the fuck was it? That was we talked about. That was probably one of the worst Thursday night games we've seen. 10-7. There's no reason that they should be doing that. So, one guy I actually really have been impressed with, one of their linebackers, Nick Bonito. He might have a Defensive Player of the Year campaign, but obviously he's surrounded by great players and Pro Bowlers. But their defense has been great. Van Joseph, great defensive coordinator as well. They're aggressive. They play man-to-man coverage as well. And, Nick Bonito and Zach Allen, they lead the league in quarterback hits. And Nick Bonito, he leads the league in pressures getting to the quarterback as well. So with this defense, if you could stand out like that in the middle of the field, I think it goes a long way. So I think the defense is there. They need to figure something out offensively with the play calling and Sean Payton. They need to get better starting the game quicker. They cannot wait till the fourth quarter to turn it on because you will lose games like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me the Broncos at 9.
At number 8, give me the Los Angeles.
That's our whole life. We've done that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm old. I'm sorry. Give me the Los Angeles.
He did it again.
Give me the Los Angeles Chargers. Give me Justin Herbert. Give me whoever's the running back because it doesn't matter who he is. He's going to run the ball. Not for nothing, though. Early on in the season, we saw Quentin Johnson take off. We saw Keenan Allen had a couple huge games. Now we see him, Ladd McConkey, finally come back into form after a quiet start. Still, when all these 3 guys are meshing, those 3 wide receivers are doing their thing. The defense is playing like they're playing. Justin Herbert's doing Justin Herbert things. When that offensive line gets fully healthy and that defense is showing up consistently, Dill, I think the Chargers any given Sunday could compete and beat anyone. It's just which version of the Chargers we're gonna get.
Yeah.
When we get the best version, like we saw on Sunday night against the Steelers, when we get that version of the Los Angeles Chargers, they're going to be a hard team to beat come playoff time. I'm telling you that right now, people. Give me the Chargers at 8.
At number 8 for me, I had to drop them a little bit, kid, and they were out of my top 5 now. Give me the Bucks at number 8. Can we agree Baker Mayfield's playing hurt? He's just not been the same the last few weeks. It looks like he's playing hurt a little bit. Bad loss to the Patriots. Not a bad loss, but, we both picked them. We thought they were going to win. They were favorites in the game. Obviously, the whole story behind this team is how good, obviously, the rookie at Ohio State is, Emeka Egbuka. Obviously has a compelling case for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I guess a good player that I've seen on the defense is one of their safeties, Tyquan Smith. He's been probably one of the most versatile guys on this team. He only has 1 interception, but 9 pass deflections, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 74 tackles. the last Tampa defensive back to have a stat like this, your boy Antonio Winfield Jr. in 2023, right before becoming one of the highest paid safeties of all time. So, they built a winning culture on like good draft picks. Obviously, him, Emeka Buka, Tycon Smith as well. So, I like what they're doing. They need to figure it out offensively. I know they're hurt. They're dying to get Bucky Irving back, but yeah, I had to drop them. They're just not playing the same.
Yeah, Dale. At number 7, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just to add a little bit more on top. I think Baker Mayfield right now, I think he started so good that he had to regress, especially with all the injuries he's dealing with on the offensive side of the ball. Let's just remember, no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Bucky Irving. That's a load of talent. So I think Baker Mayfield and the Bucs will be just fine. It just ran into the hottest team in football in the New England Patriots. So for now, give me the Bucs at 7. If they get healthier, hey, I still like this team a lot.
At number 7, give me the Buffalo Bills. The score was 30-13.
It was,
it was 17.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Couldn't even cover 16.5 points.
It's tough, and I think I'm trying to be positive with these teams, especially the lower end teams, because I still think they're good. You don't have a receiver, but I guess the one big bright spot is James Cook. He's been amazing. He's been amazing for this offense, but he's been vital to their success. They are 1-3 when he rushes for under 100 yards. So when you go up against a good defense, what's going to happen? That I guess that's my question, and that's why I was so confused as to why you didn't go out and get Josh Allen, the MVP of the league, some help. He is second in the league in rushing yards per game. He's averaging 102 yards per game, second behind who was it? Jonathan Taylor. But offensive line I think is good. Obviously Josh Allen is fucking remarkable, but I worry about this team when they can't stop the run, which credit Miami, they were able to stop the run. What are you going to do? I think that's a legitimate question. I'm being facetious in a sense, but like, if they stop James Cook, what are you going to do?
I agree with you, Bill.
I don't have a lot of hope, because when you get to the playoffs, which they will, all those teams are good teams. You're not, and if Miami was able to stop you, what do you think the Patriots are going to do? That's their key, is stopping the run. What are you going to do when you verse the Colts? Like, I just don't know what they're doing. And I think Sean McDermott's on his way out as well. One name I forgot to mention with the Giants real quick, and then I'll shoot it to you. Kevin Stefanski. I would like that.
I think his days in the Browns are gone. And I understand I just said the Chiefs and the Bills just did beat the Chiefs, but in the playoff time, it's different.
It's different.
At number 6, at number 6, give me the Detroit Lions. Still, I had to move this team down just a little bit. I still like the Lions. I still love the Lions, but not for now. There's no but. Still, it's just, can they run away with the North? Can Jared Goff keep it up? Can Amon St. Brown in that offense keep doing what they're doing? I love, not for nothing, though, what we've been seeing for these past couple of weeks. Jameis Williams finally stepping up, getting more targets, see how electric he is. So I'm liking this Lions team. Still a tough loss a couple of weeks ago, so I didn't move them all the way up. But for now, give me the Lions at 6. Wouldn't be surprised they're in my top 5 next week.
Yeah, at number 6, I have the Detroit Lions as well. I mean, they beat the Redskins. Redskins are trying to get a top 5 draft pick at this point. They're all banged up and hurt. You did it without facing Jaden Daniels. And like I said a few episodes ago, they had this one circled. I mean, they knocked him out of the playoffs. Dan Campbell is now calling the plays. He was kind of creative as well. I think it's been good. St. Brown, he's a 2-time first team All-Pro. He's proven that he's probably, he's a hard worker. We know that with how hard his work ethic has been growing up with his dad. But through the first 9 games, St. Brown has joined Herman Moore. He played in 1995 as the only player in franchise history to record at least 60 receptions and 8 receiving touchdowns in the first 9 or 10 weeks. So he did this all despite having off-season knee surgery as well. The guy's amazing. I think the defense needs to pick it up a little bit. I still have faith in them. I still think they're a top 5 team. When it's all said and done and we give our last power rankings, I do believe the Lions will be in the top 5.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely. At number 5, give me the Indianapolis Colts. I still like this Colts team. Still tied for first place in the AFC. Didn't like what I saw the week prior against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And to be frank, they didn't look that impressive versus the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe the Atlanta Falcons a little better team than the record says they are. But give me the Colts at 5. I think Jonathan Taylor, he should be the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. I would say he should get some MVP consideration, but that's a quarterback award. Let's just be honest. Daniel Jones should be and running away with Comeback Player of the Year. And then defensively, Dill, I know we didn't see much like impactful from Sauce Gardner, but I do think long term is going to be a great decision by the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be interesting how things work out down the stretch of the season because I think now teams are going to know Colts are a good team and they're going to give them their best shot. I think they're going to get a little more respect from everybody else. But for now, give me the Colts at number 5.
This is where I think we're gonna start disagreeing a little bit, or just have different takes. At number 5, and I know you have them higher, but yeah, give me the Seattle Seahawks at number 5. I still think they're a legit team. They beat the Cardinals. That's my thing. I know they beat the shit out of them, but I did move them up a little. Jackson Smith and Jigba, like outside of Jonathan Taylor, and arguably no other quarterback, I feel like has meant more to their team than JSN. He's become the first player to surpass 1,000 receiving yards this season when he caught 5 for 93 and a touchdown on Sunday. He leads the league in receiving by more than 200, and if he could keep up this pace, he'll beat Calvin Johnson's single season record with 1,900 yards. So, I mean, to further put it, I feel like in perspective of how valuable he is, JSN leads the league with 39.3% target share. No other player has more than 34% of their teams. He gets 39% of the targets from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's played fantastic. I've said it dating back to the offseason. Mike McDonald, when he gets a defense going, we saw what they did in Baltimore. We're starting to see how good this defense is. I really like this team. Little hint, I'm taking the +3 this week, but I really like Seattle a lot. And they're at 5. I know they're in other people's are probably a little higher. I still want to see it. It doesn't mean I don't think they're legit. I just want to see it a little more because at the end of the day, Sam Darnold still has to prove it in the postseason.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we're not in the postseason.
Yeah, that's fair.
At number 4, give me the New England Patriots still. A lot of people were wondering when I was going to put the Patriots in my top 5. After beating the Tampa Bay Bucks, there are no doubt in my mind a top 5 team. I wanted to put them at 3. Not just yet. Arguably the hottest team in the league. Drake May, MVP front runner deal. Don't look too fast. He's the front runner right now. Mike Vrabel is coaching his butt off. Josh McDaniels, he deserves flowers, a raise, and a brand new car. If you
wow.
Yeah, I think Josh McDaniels deserves a lot of credit. And then defensively, Dill, I know some people are starting to realize, but we have the number 1 rush defense in all of football.
Yeah.
If come playoff time, because we're definitely going to be in the playoffs.
I love how cocky Elvis is back. He hasn't been here for like a year or two, but he's back.
And, so come playoff time, Dylan, these teams are going to need to establish the run. If you cannot establish the run, you're going to be forced to pass. We have a great secondary. We have an elite pass rush still. We have a top 10 defense. We have a top 10 offense. We have the MVP favorite at quarterback. And we just saw our second overall pick start his first game of the season, and he looked like the best back in football, though. He looked good. My boy Travion Henderson. Stephon Diggs looking good. What I've been saying for these past weeks, though, any given week, somebody could step up. We just saw Kyle Williams and Travion Henderson have the best games of the season. It's week 10. It's week 10. And we having new playmakers make noise. Dale, give me the New England Patriots at 4. And I guarantee it'll be the last time they'll be at 4.
Yeah, I mean, I can't discredit or say anything different. I got the Patriots at 4 as well. I mean, it was a big win going on the road, and it was a top 5 team for both of us. I think other people had them differently, but
Bucks at 4.
Yeah, they had to move up. They took their spot, and they were making fun of Travion Henderson. Yo, you don't got that breakout speed, and then he breaks 2, and they can't catch him. So even his team were kind of joking with him a little bit, but. I mean, kid, can you blame him? He comes from a winning culture. He comes from a winning organization and a winning brand in the Ohio State. So it doesn't surprise me. I agree with Josh McDaniels, though. I mean, I think he has a lot to do with the development of Drake May.
I don't think he gets enough credit, though. It's night and day.
It is night and day.
This year and last year.
But why can't he become a head coach and do that?
Not everybody could be a head coach, Dylan. Not everybody's is cut from that cloth.
Yeah, and I just think Mike Vrabel, when he got there's just some culture and some accountability he has with the players. Like
he's a player coach.
He's a player's coach, but he also what happened?
He'll pad you up.
100%. He'll get down there and start doing burpees with you. Like
exactly, you gotta respect that.
I do, and like Stephon Diggs, like. He only has 50 catches for 554 yards this season, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, but it's the leadership as well that he brings in. He helps out other people. Look at Matt Collins last week, and obviously Travion Henderson, he actually credited Stephon Diggs for the inspirational halftime talk. That kind of sparked the rookie's touchdown. He had the 69-yarder and 55-yarder in the second half. So, yeah, I think just because he's not maybe the wide receiver 1 that we've known he could be, he's a force in the locker room. He's a force for the rookies as well. He's a great leader when he's not on a boat. But like those things don't show up on the stat line. And that's essentially what I'm talking about. And I'm done saying nice things. But yeah, Patriots at 4.
I love it, though. You took a little shot on man.
I had to say one bad thing.
Offering ladies stuff on the boat.
Illegal.
That's not the here or there. That's not.
But back to Mike Vrabel. He brought him in and said, "No more."
It could have been powdery Pepto-Bismol, Dill. You get seasick. You get seasick in the water. It was probably Pepto-Bismol, Dylan.
Yeah, allegedly.
That's what I'm gonna say it was. At number 3, give me the co-MVP favorite. Give me the Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams, Bill. What did I say early on? That defense is legit. Matthew Stafford, when healthy, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. There's no doubt he's a top 10 quarterback. Puka Nacua being back just puts him on another level. Curran Williams, we know what he's capable of doing. He had a touchdown in almost every game last season. Devontae Adams has been one of the best offseason pickups, in my opinion, that any team was able to grab this offseason, Dill. And I'll stand by that. I think he's been tremendous. Sean McVay he could call plays with the best of them, Dill. Let's just be honest. This Rams team, man, if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm nervous. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm nervous. If I'm the Lions, I'm nervous, Dill, because this team been there and done that. They got players who not scared of the moment. And it's Matthew Stafford. He could go anywhere around and go win the game. It don't need to be in LA. He could win that game in the road, though. I love this Rams team. I'm high on them. Give me the Rams at 3.
At number 3, give me the Indianapolis Colts. Tough, gutsy win in Berlin. I mean, 8-2. They're still the number 1 seed right now. Jonathan Taylor. I just want him to have I know it's a quarterback award, but I mean, he's making himself a serious bid right now for the MVP. I mean, what he just put up in Berlin, 244 yards, that walk-off touchdown. He's literally doing it all. He leads the NFL in rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, rush per attempts. I feel like it's rare to see a running back take over a game, especially in today's NFL. But seems like he's making a habit out of it. And even when Daniel Jones isn't playing the best, they have a great run game to rely on. Tyler Warren he's legit. They hit a home run with that tight end. Defense is playing well. I think this is the best team in the AFC right now. Right now, I think this is the best team in the AFC. The most complete team. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm not, you know what? It's hard to disagree. I could make the case the Patriots.
Of course you can.
You know, but hopefully we see him come January. I hope we do. I hope we see Daniel Jones. I hope we do. At number 2, give me the Philadelphia Eagles. Wasn't an impressive win, but it was a win. I think the defense is still pretty damn good. And I understand 10 points on the road against Green Bay. Offense been a little shaky all season, but they still got A.J. Brown. They still got Devontae Smith. They still got Dallas Goedert. They still got Saquon. And hate him or love him, that tush push works when needed. Give me the Eagles at number 2. I still think don't get me wrong, do I love their chances to repeat? Probably not. Do I like their chances to possibly represent the NFC? I do, Dale. Let's just be honest. I think any team is going to have a tough time. If they're able to get the number 1 seed, hold on to it, it's going to be a tough time going into Philadelphia and winning that game. It's going to be tough. Give me the Eagles at number 2.
Yeah, I agree. Eagles at number 2 as well. I know it was an ugly win, but it was a win nonetheless against what the market still values the Packers as a good team. Now, I probably disagree with the market a little bit, but
they're a good team. Let's be honest. They're a good team. They're good. But
they're not a top 10 team.
They don't need to be a top 10 team.
That's not a good team.
14 teams make the playoffs. Are they a top 14 team?
I put them at 12.
I'm going to be honest. The way the NFC's West is shaping up, they might miss it.
That's what I'm saying. And I put them at 12, but I really would. I hate that the 49ers are so injured because they're 13 for me. And then 11 is Kansas City, but they're almost not a playoff team in my eyes. But anyway, a win is a win. Going on the road in a hostile environment in Lambeau. And especially, you know who I've been really impressed with? Devontae Smith, 2021 Heisman winner. I mean, in a run-first offense, he still leads the team in catches and receiving yards. 48 catches, 657 yards. He has that big play capability down the field as well, especially when you have guys on the team like Saquon and A.J. Brown. He leads the team. So I think that just says something about him. We know how good the defense is. I worry about A.J. Brown. I mean, he has career low numbers this season. I don't know what's going on, but they're winning games. And like you and I say it all the time, winning solves everything. So yeah, I got the Eagles at 2. And number 1, I have the Los Angeles Rams as my number 1 team. 7-2, sitting on top of the NFC West, beating the 49ers. And they didn't just beat them. They whooped their ass. Now, granted, they're not full health and they're injured, but Matthew Stafford, at his age, I know Drake May leads in MVP, but he is right there He is right there. At his age, he could play for another fucking 5-6 years. And Puka Nacua, she's phenomenal as well. You go out and get Devontae Adams as well. The defense is playing good. Sean McVay's a great coach. This team did give the Eagles the toughest challenge in the playoffs last year.
In the snow.
In the snow. And right now, the Rams, I think, are a better team than the Eagles, especially at quarterback. Give me this Rams at number 1.
I like it, though. I like it. Love the energy. At number 1, had this team at number 2 last week. Give me the Seattle Seahawks, the 12th at number 1, Dill. It's hard to deny them. JSN, number 1 wide receiver in all of football. There's no doubt about it. Dill, you can make the case Seahawks is the best defense in football, Dill. They have the number 1 scoring defense. They're turning the ball over. They're scoring touchdowns, Dill. They have a pretty good running back game with Chardonnay and Kenneth Walker III. I understand he didn't look good last playoffs. He didn't look good to end the season. But God damn it, Sammy D's looking like a top 5 quarterback through weeks. He's looking like a top 5 quarterback, Dill, and that's what I'm judging on. This is week 10 Dream Wagers Power Rankings. 10 weeks of the season, there's no doubt in my mind Seahawks has probably been the best team in football. They look good. Mike Donald deserves a lot of credit. Sammy D is proving not just me wrong, but thousands of doubters wrong. Give me the Seahawks at number 1. And not for nothing, Dill. Shout out my fantasy team. Guess who's the number 1 rated defense in fantasy?
Seattle
Seahawks, Dill. Give me the Seahawks at number 1.
Yeah, I can't fault you for that. We both got NFC West teams. I have the Rams. You have the Seahawks. So, they play this week.
Yes, must watch.
Game of the week. All right, kid. Sounds good. Let's get to Thursday night football, and it is the battle of the dream wager. Your New England Patriots taking on my New York Jets. New England laying 12.5 here in Foxborough, minus 850 on the money line. Jets plus 12.5, plus 590. Woo! Total 43.5. We will start with the points, kid. Garrett Wilson is out. They put him on IR for the next 4 weeks. They should just shut him down. What are we feeling here? Jets have got 1-2 in a row. What are we feeling here? It's a fact.
Yep. You know how last week I was like, oh, all good things must come to an end. The 2-game winning streak is definitely coming to an end. Do I want to lay 12.5, 13 points? Even though I love my Patriots, I got them number 4 in the power rankings still. I think 13 points versus your divisional rival is just insane to me. So I'm gonna be honest. Give me the plus 13 with the Jets. I think they'll be able to cover the number. The number's too big in my opinion. I'm gonna say the Patriots win 27-17. With that being said, also give me the under 43.5, though. 42.5, 43.5, whatever number you could get. Don't get me wrong. Can we score 30 plus? Yes, absolutely. I just don't see the Jets scoring more than 17. And that's me blessing them at 17. I just don't see it. So give me 27-17, the Patriots. Jets cover and the game goes under.
I love that final score because I kind of agree. I think the defense is playing well. Jermaine Johnson has Will McDonald. They both have been really good. Think they could pressure Drake May. Patriots are going to win the game. It's just we got to stay within the number, and I think we can. I think divisional game, the Jets play the Patriots semi-competitively, and I think Breece Hall could have a big game. Justin Fields might throw for 50 yards, but it doesn't matter as long as we keep it within the number as well. So we're playing good football right now, inspired football. Patriots are a top 5 team in the NFL, but they just got to walk out of there with the win. They don't need to blow us out. Maybe they take the foot off the gas a little bit, rest their play. You don't need to go ham on the Jets. We're not playing for anything. We just got to cover the number. Give me the Jets plus 12.5.
Take 10 days off. Things will look good.
Yeah, you're looking good. My score, 24-14. 14.
Okay. I that's the thing. I don't see.
We scored 2 off kick returns.
Yeah.
We're like that.
Yeah. Maybe.
And Nick Folk is legit. He might hit a 50-yarder. We might get some points.
Yeah, but that will get you at 17. That's what.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, I don't expect 2 special team touchdowns again. That's not gonna happen.
You know what I'd rather like? 24-13. So those are my 2 predictions. I'm gonna go with Dylan with the 24.
Oh, because you like the under.
Yeah. 24-14, 27-17.
24-14 would be what? 34-38. I'd still get the under. Yeah, the under is at 43.5, so you would lean under, correct?
Yeah. I'm.
What's the weather gonna be like? Do you know in Foxborough?
It's cold here. It gotta be freezing in Foxborough. Hell yeah, it gotta be freezing.
Foxborough weather Thursday. I'm gonna look right now.
No, I'm checking.
47 degrees with 10-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, it's brick. With a low of 33.
And it might rain. 85% chance. Oh no, it's Sunday. I'm sorry.
It's Thursday. You're bugging.
Yeah, tomorrow, come game time, is gonna be 39 degrees.
I love it. That's perfect for an under weather. All right. Let's do player props, but before we do that, it is presented by Props.Cash, the best way to research all your player props. Elvis and I have been using Props.Cash for 2 years now, and it's helped us find an edge in several player prop markets on the web or in the Props.Cash app. You'll get quick visual data on player trends, matchup history, and recent performance across every major sports. Clean, reliable stats that make it easy to spot value. Plans start at just $19.99 a month, and right now you can get 25% off your first month with the code DREAM25. That is DREAM25. So download the app, not now, but right now. Sign up with a monthly subscription. Use code DREAM25, and you'll be paying just $14.99 your first month. Level up your prop research today at Props.Cash. Kid, I will actually lead it off here with my prop, and it is your boy, Drake May, over 5.5 rush attempts. I didn't want to get there with the yards, but rushing attempts, he's hit this number in 5 straight games, 7 of the last 9. He's gone over this 70% of 2025, and this is a good matchup against the Jets. The Jets ranked 20th in the league versus quarterbacks, and we've seen Drake May want to kind of elude the pressure a little bit. And I think with Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, I think at certain points we're going to get to Drake May, and he's athletic as hell. He's going to hit the outside, and he's going to want to – it's just attempts. That's why I didn't get there with the yards. Just over 5.5 rush attempts. He's gone over this number in 5 straight games. You could get that at minus 125. I'm going to go Drake May over 5.5 rush attempts.
Yo, I like it. Especially if we could get a couple kneel downs, you already know. I'm gonna go with Tyler Johnson, though. Give me Tyler Johnson over 17.5 receiving yards. We saw him last week. He didn't do anything, but the games prior to that, he had 60 yards and 64 yards. So I think the kid is gonna get some targets. At the end of the day, I don't think the Jets gonna be running the ball a whole ton against us. Run number 1 rush defense in the league, and you should be playing from behind for a majority of the game. I think they get Tyler Johnson involved, and also lean Mason Taylor over 32.5 receiving yards as well. So I think Justin Fields throws for more than 50-something yards this week.
I hope
he should.
He should, yeah. So we'll see. But any other props that you like?
Man, if it wasn't so juiced, I would take Trevion Henderson anytime touchdown.
What's it at?
Yeah, it's at minus 175. I expected it to be, minus, but minus 175. God damn, the kid just had his first career game last week.
Yeah. I was actually thinking Nick Folk over 1.5 field goals made as well.
He's a vet. It ain't too cold for him.
Yeah, and I mean, he's hit this number in 7 straight games. I mean, the Jets could move the ball, but we're not going to punch it in.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And he could hit, he's good from 40, 50. He could get plus 135 for just 2 field goals.
Well, like,
Yeah. So Nick Folk over one, and I hit it last week. Yeah, I think I might go back to Nick Folk over 1.5 field goals made. He's a vet. I think will be one good kickoff return. We only got to get 1 or 2 first downs, and Nick Folk could hit a field goal. We're gonna stutter at a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna go. That was like another one that I kind of liked as well. But I love Drake May over 5.5 rush attempts. Okay, let's get to the NBA. Only 3 games on the slate for Thursday. Anything that you like?
yeah, the Phoenix Suns do play tonight. They're on the road against who are they playing?
They're playing the Mavericks, and they're winning right now.
They're winning right now, up 6. Short flight back home to Phoenix. I'll lean them -4.5. I expect to take care of business tonight in Dallas. Short flight to Phoenix at home. The Pacers, they're just riddled with injuries. So they're definitely the most injured team in the NBA. Can't fault them. I still like my boy Rick Carlisle. Still, I think he's a great head coach. Just too many injuries. Give me the Phoenix Suns -4.5. And then Utah Jazz hosting the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to take the Hawks on the road -1.5 as well. I think they're just clearly the better team. And then the 7 o'clock game, Toronto Raptors taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to just stay away from this one. Cleveland is laying 6.5.
A lot.
I think Toronto could cover the number. I think Toronto's a little better than a lot of people think they are. I'm gonna just stay away. Maybe just watch the game. So
I did take their win total, and they've been pesky the first
I'm gonna
month.
be honest. Toronto through the first 11 games of the season, much better than I thought they would be.
You know who it is? It's because Scotty Barnes. He's legit.
No, he's legit. I just didn't have much faith around that supporting cast.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Probably because of RJ Barrett, but neither here or there. All right, kid. Enjoy the game. A little program update. We're gonna go tomorrow instead of Friday. I am busy, so we are gonna shoot for Thursday. We're gonna have our college plays where NFL Week 11 plays as well. So yeah, we're gonna go tomorrow around halftime of the game. So it's probably gonna be a dud anyway for us. So we're gonna do it tomorrow night. So just a little update on the scheduling. But kid, enjoy the game. Good luck to everyone on your bets, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.